Good morning, gentlemen. It's your favorite commissioner coming at you pre-recorded once again for another edition of the League Recap. We are in the League 11, Year 11. We are actually on Week 16. My apologies. Even though I like to say there's no excuse, been kind of busy these last couple weeks with plowing and Christmas and all that shit going on. So my apologies for not getting recaps out. It's just been one of those deals where by the time I do have a second to sit down and relax, I'm basically in bed. So thank you, Matt, for covering down last week. I appreciate it. Now we just got to get you to figure out the recording part of a recap. But yeah, so I'm going to keep this one brief, keep it short. You know how that goes. Probably end up being 15 minutes long. But I got a little bit of time before our Snow-Nami comes and just blasts us with 12 inches of snow. I don't know if anybody gets that joke, but maybe. So anyways, I'm going to recap the last week of the regular season. Super quick. Congratulations to all those who got in. I don't think anybody really snuck in. The only person that could really sneak in was me, and I put up the weekly low score, so that did not happen. So basically, I think all the standings more or less stayed the same. I mean, Corey did actually jump me. I went from 7th to 8th. But I think overall the standings pretty much stayed the same, or maybe some people moved a spot. But point is, the people who were in playoffs, who are most likely to get in playoffs, got in playoffs, and people who are most likely to miss playoffs, missed playoffs. Yeah, I got the weekly low score last week or 2 weeks ago or whatever that is now. We're done with that. So weekly low score only goes through the first 14 weeks. I bookended it, getting it the first week and the last week. Actually, since I got a little bit of time, let's just look here. Let's see what we had for weekly low scores. So I had 2. Sorry, I'm going to try to look at the camera and do this. Corey, you had 1. Perk, 1, 2, 3. 3 weekly low scores for Perk. Ben had 1, 2, 3. And he still got in playoffs. That says a lot. Brandon got 2. Matt got 1. No, Matt got 2. Nick got 1. So I believe, what is that? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. So Mitch did not get it. Tim did not get it. And surprisingly enough, Barty did not get it. And speaking of Barty, congratulations to Barty. Not only did he win the regular season championship, $50 for him, but he also had the most points in the regular season. So he wins another $50. So Barty, if nothing else, you got your entry fee covered. So congratulations on that. So anyways, matchup-wise, let's look at last week. Everybody had a bye except for 4 people. Tim and Mitch got first and second, so they earned a bye in their in the real championship bracket. And in the toilet bowl, me, Corey, Perk, and Brandon all got byes as well. Matchup-wise, the first matchup for this past week was Matt versus Tim. And Tim, welcome to the league, motherfucker. You get in the playoffs and you get bounced by Matt, no less. He is a reigning champ, so I guess we can't say that sarcastically. Pretty much everybody in this league has won it except for one person that will go unnamed. 129 to 130. Very close matchup. But Tim, you just didn't have enough. Matchup-wise, Tim had Josh Allen for 36 points. Brandon Ayuk got him 4. Devontae Smith got him 18. Derrick Henry, 26. Miles Sanders, 2 points out of Miles Sanders. Man, that sucks. Dalton Schultz, 3.5 points. Mike Evans, 13 points. His kicker and his defense both got him 13 points, respectively. He should have... No, actually, he did start all the right guys. So, I guess if you want to, feel good about anything, Tim, is that you couldn't have started... Well, I mean... waiver wire wise, you could have probably, but on who you had on your team, you started all the right guys, and you still didn't win. Matt, on the other hand, Justin Herbert put up a dud from 11 points, 22 points out of Tyreek Hill. Mike Williams got him 11, 34 points out of Jerick McKinnon. Jesus Christ. The now injured IR Jonathan Taylor, 2 points for him. So whoever, I think Mike plays Matt next. So, I mean, not that Mike really was worried about facing anybody, but now he doesn't have to worry about Jonathan Taylor. TJ Hawkinson, 8 points. 22 points out of Chris Godwin. And his defense is what saved him on Monday night. Green Bay came back and got him just enough points to put him over the top. He had a couple players on his bench, but I mean, really, whatever, it doesn't matter. Oh, that's cool. Sorry, my mom just sent me a picture of Mia standing all by herself drinking her bottle. She's so talented, just like her dad. Although sometimes when I'm drinking a bottle, I have a hard time standing, so that's actually pretty impressive, I'm not going to lie. The other matchup was Ben versus Nick, and guys, we avoided it. Ben lost. He is not going to win back-to-back years. The Empire pool will carry over to next year, so we all have that going for us, which is great. I think it's going to be $200 or something like that. Ben lost 96 to 129. Ben had Tua get him 18, Ja'Marr Chase 19, DeAndre Hopkins 13. I mean, really, he had nobody on his team get 20 points, which is usually the threshold we use for mentioning players. I'm just mentioning because we only had 2 matchups to go through. But yeah, I mean, the Dulcich, the tight end for Greg Dulcich, right? The tight end for Denver, 2 points. I mean, ETN got him 13 points. He had Deontay Johnson on his bench, got him 20 points, but I don't think it would have mattered. Nick, on the other hand, Jalen Hurts. Sorry, Nick. When you're facing Mitch next week or this week, you might be starting Gardner Minshew. I don't know. I haven't gone through the waiver wire ads. I don't know if you've picked him up yet. But, yeah, you might be forced to start him. Well, let's see. Do you got anybody worth starting on your bench? You do not. Oh, you got Aaron Rodgers. There you go. Aaron Rodgers plays somebody this week. I'm sure he'll do great for you. Yeah, Michael Pittman, 19 points. Austin Eckler, 15 points. Zay Jones. Holy shit. 35 points out of Zay Jones. What the fuck is the Zay Jones? I suppose they did beat the Cowboys, so I mean, I suppose you got to get their points somewhere. Yeah, he had DJ Moore on his bench with 18 points, but yeah. So, anyways, so matchups for this week. Sorry, Mike plays Matt. Mitch plays Nick. Tim and Ben, you guys play each other for the 5th place game. And now, do remember. This actually for Tim and Ben will be your last matchup of the week because the losers out of those 4 I just mentioned previously will be battling for 3rd. So, and not that it really matters, but I'll throw this out there as a caveat or as a whatever the term is I want to use here. When I total up the points, so like however many points you score each week, I don't go through and be like, well, you had a bye, so you know what? Because it's enough work the way it is to do this. I don't have the time or the ability to see where you want to buy on a certain week because they total them all up for you, and I don't go back and subtract those bye weeks. So my point is, I mean, not that you got to put in your best lineup, but for average points a year's sake, average points overall, total points scored overall, I don't know, maybe throw together just a quick lineup, spend 30 seconds, but make sure you don't have any guys out. Just so that way, you know, your terrible scores don't look even more terribler. For the Battle of the Plate, I take on Brandon. And, Corey takes on Brandon. Corey, you're fine. And then I take on Perk. Hopefully he doesn't get any more players hurt for his sake. The whoever wins out of this one, out of those 2 this week, does not have to battle for the plate. As we know, the loser of the consolation bracket, whoever gets 10th place in the consolation bracket, has to put the plate on. So whoever has it, make sure you get it to the potential loser, Brandon, sooner than later after it's all done. So, like I said, this was going to be a short video. We're already at 9 minutes. Hopefully the tsunami doesn't come too soon. Hope you guys stay safe out there. Hope you all have a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Kwanzaa, Boxing Day, all those fun things. So we'll see you guys next week, and good luck to everybody. We'll see you.